Yeah, what you're seeing on the screen right now is contemporary, society's version of Dracula. Yeah, that needs to get out of your head right now. Because that's not what I'll be referencing when I say vampires and Dracula. And if you need a visual aid, here you go. There is one thing that Dracula today and the Dracula in the past all have in common. They're incredibly alluring.
Hey, he ain't playing no games. What is that? What is that? What is that?
Yikes. That is probably what Bram Stoker would have said to anyone in this generation who has completely changed his Dracula idea. He was born 1847 and died 1912. He is the reason why Dracula is where it is today. Yet, we have to go back to the 1812s, what it was like for women, men, and society for this all to click together. You might be wanting some pictures of, the 1812s, 1800s. Well, you're going to get me, because it was that long ago. There was no cameras. There was no real cars. I'm not sure if you saw the clip, but they just came out with bikes. But, homosexuality in the 1800s. Oh my, no. Big no-no. That was seen as demonic. It was seen as, you need help. They actually had, everyone knows this, but they had gay camps. I think that's what they were called. They're basically like torture camps. You go there to be straight. It didn't work, You really think that you can wash out someone's sexuality? That's demonic in itself. In the readings, the females mask the silently interdirected homoerotic embrace between Harker and the monster. This is a quote from Kiss Me With Those Red Lips. I love this quote because it basically is saying that, Dracula didn't want to break the law as a potential gay man. He would use women, exploit women to be the body contact for him. Kiss Me With Those Red Lips also highlights how only through women may men touch in Dracula. That he's basically using them as his robots, and he's like she's like sexualizing them and using them as bait to bring in men. All erotic contacts between males are fulfilled through a meditating female, or through contemporary language, a dead inside female is manipulated by Dracula. And that's why we have Mr. Hawker come into his big mansion, because he lured him in. Dracula's desire to fuse with a male most explicitly evolved when Harker cuts himself shaving. So this is also talking about when he cut himself. That was the first time Victorians, and when I say Victorians, I mean that era. So 1900s people, like I'm a millennial. I don't even know. I was born in 01. Victorians were very, very scared of the fact of someone being gay. And Dracula is basically the metaphor. He is the physical form of their fear. He's not real. It's a fictional story. Non-fictional story. Is embodying the fear of gays being real. Obviously, with the time that it was made, they probably, Mr. Stoker couldn't really use the idea of there actually being gay contact. It would definitely turn off the audience. So he was really smart in being very subtle with the things there. I really like what he did. He's very sleek. How dare you touch him, any of you? How dare you cast eyes on him when I have forbidden it? Back! I tell you all, this land belongs to me, when Dracula catches his sisters flirting with Harker. Especially with the quote, weird sisters, when he talks about the people he injects. It's almost like he doesn't want to see them as a relationship. Wait. If Dracula injected people, made him siblings to them, does that mean Bella and Edward are siblings?
Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick.
But in all seriousness, the Victorian times were a really scary time for females. We were told to be inside. We weren't meant to go outside. Oh, damn. unwanted for us to have freedom. So for the Stoker to do something of a woman being inside and then to still be attacked by this monster really was a horrific gothic thing back in the day. Chapters 8, 9 and 11, Dracula. Lucy is sleepwalking and is seen with a strong, dark figure in chapter 8. Women weren't allowed to go outside. And for them to go outside, big no-no. Fear me, for I am an independent woman. A big cheers for women finally being, well, depicted as a non-sexualized object. I'm talking about Lily Amirpour. I love her film. I honestly was like, okay, never heard of it. And then watching it, I'm like, is it this a flashback? Like, why is it in black and white? Yeah, so the whole way through it's black and white. Like, that's kind of authentic. Hold on, I gotta let my dog in. So, the film follows a woman, I can't remember her name, but she follows around men. She's really, really empowering because she seems normal and then all of a sudden she just pokes out these fangs and it's like, bro. The types of men that Saeed would attract or go out and hunt were primarily the gangsters and the dominating and violent men that actually cause a lot of harm to females. She was sort of a superhero wrapped up as a villain. So that brings us to the new age woman. Or sexually independent woman from Kiss Me With Those Red Lips. Also believed to be a female soul united in a male body or a vampire body. So what can we learn? To summarize everything, Kiss Me With Those Red Lips predicts and believes that Dracula, Bram Stokers Dracula, was talking about homosexuality and the new age woman, a thing that back in the day was a very terrifying thing. Both things are very well respected and very well accepted and we take for granted. Thanks so much guys for watching my project.